Welcome back. It is Celeste and Addie here today. We are going to make cranberry jelly. 'Tis the season, right? This is my mother-in-law's favorite thing that I make over the holidays, so I have to make a little bit of extra to send and make sure that she has some left over after our dinner. So first off, we're going to start by getting our cranberries together. So I got 2 bags. Please leave that alone. So we have our bags of cranberries. I got 2 of them. They're 12 ounces each. I've got them washed, and I hope you can see how beautiful those are, right? So you want to make sure that you wash and pick through. You're going to show how beautiful those are because you don't want really any that are moldy or smushy too much, right? So when you start with a good product, you're going to have a better product in the end result, okay? So for our mise en place for this, we've got our washed and strained cranberries. We've got our 1/2 cup of orange juice, 1.5 cups of water. We've got 2 cups of sugar. And I like to kind of spice things up a little bit with my jams and jellies. So I've got some mango.
Don't put spicy.
And then we have some jalapeno in there too. Now, I don't add enough of jalapeno to make it hot, right, unbearably hot. I just add enough jalapeno to kind of give it a nice little kick, right?
I don't want
I promise you're going to like it. I'm the only one in this house who really likes hot stuff. So we're going to start with a sauce pot. Do you want to help? Can you put the cranberries down for a second? Put the water in for me.
water.
Right in the sauce pot. That's 1.5 cups. Okay. Next we're going to add our orange juice. So you can also use orange zest as well here. Right? Perfect. Thanks, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Now, Munchie is going to help with our sugar. So I have recently started, hold up the measuring cup, sweetheart. I've recently started kind of watching our sugar intake as a family, and it's really hard to even just get away from natural sugars because food naturally has sugar in them, like carrots, all sorts of foods have natural sugar. So it's impossible to completely get away from sugar itself. But for our, we need 1 more of those. For our jelly to really set up, so the sugar in this instance, oh my goodness, the sugar in this instance, that must be from my previous jelly. The sugar in this instance acts as not only a preservative to help keep the color of our food and our fruit. Keep your hands away from the heat, remember? It keeps our jelly beautiful, bright and beautiful. So sugar helps preserve the color. It also helps preserve and keep the food a little bit fresher, so it prohibits mold growth. And then also, they are beautiful, aren't they? All right, put them back for me, please. That's all right, we'll get it later, sweetheart. So, where was I? Live TV. Okay, so after we went through the benefits, the sugar acts as a stabilizer in which it keeps our jellies. No, remember? Hot. We went through this. Heat can be dangerous if not approached that way. So the jelly, let me get this out. The jelly is going to help create a firmer base for our jelly, right? So you're gonna see that all these are very liquid. The jelly and the sugar are going to, the fruit is gonna come together and help make our actual jelly a lot thicker, right? So 20 minutes later, the benefits of why you need to have real sugar in your jelly, not using a synthetic. Ready? All right, here we go. So we have our fresh cranberries. No, remember what I said.
Just do 1.
Nope. Hot stuff. All right, so we're just going to start to put our cranberries in there.
I want to say, oh.
Back away, sweetheart. This is hot. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Hands away. Next we have our mango. Next we have, no honey, hot. We have to respect the heat. There we go. Oh my gosh. I sure am. I promise you, honey, it's not going to be spicy. It's just going to do it with me. Ready? It's just going to go. weird, you guys, right? I love my uniqueness. Stay unique out there. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring this to a boil, okay? Now, once we get it to a boil, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit and cover it. So you are gonna notice the cranberries are gonna start to actually pop open a little bit. So don't be alarmed when you hear that happen. They're gonna pop and actually create sound. So once it comes to a boil, I'm gonna turn it down to about medium heat, and then I'm gonna cover it, okay? So today for our yoga, I am not gonna go to the mat because I really wanna stay here. Last time we talked about using sugar and how quickly it can turn, how quickly it can burn. So we're gonna stay right here and make sure that our sugar is safe, right? We don't want it to burn. So the first yoga thing we're gonna do today is a pranayama exercise called bumblebee breath. So you know how to do bumblebee breath, you remember? What do? We inhale through the nose, and then we hum out the mouth. So this is a really great pranayama exercise when you have a lot going on in your life, right? So this can create a lot of vibration in your body and help break up all that craziness that goes on in the mind. I know, honey. All right, so another really great, please stay down.
Can you see?
No, I want you to stay down, feet down. Another way to take our bumblebee breath even further is to use the thumbs to close off the ears, and then to use, I'm begging you, please leave the sugar alone, girl. I know. Cover the eyes with your hands, right? So we're gonna close off the ears, cover the eyes, inhale through your nose. Let's do it again. Inhale. One more. Good job. I already feel so much calmer, right? So let's give this a little stir real quick.
Gosh, did it already pop?
Not yet. They're just starting to open, I think. There's one that popped. Do you see it? Right there. Do you guys see that? It's starting to pop already. So they're starting to open. Ooh, there's another one that popped. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Right there in the center. Do you see them? All right. Even more starting to pop.
Another one popped.
Yeah, there's another one. All right, we're going to put the top back on. So we want to keep this, once it comes to a boil, we're going to set our timer for about 10 minutes. And that's really all that this is going to take, you guys. It doesn't take long at all. We don't want to cook the cranberries longer than 10 or 15 minutes. After that, they start to get a little bit bitter, right? And we want them to be sweet and really flavorful. So the next pranayama exercise we're going to do is alternating nostril breathing. So this one is a little bit more complicated than just the bumblebee breath. The kids love bumblebee breath. Anytime I'm teaching kids, I always incorporate that one because it's a fun, easy one. So alternating nostril breathing, you're right, that's why I'm asking you to stand, girl, is breathing in and out through a different nostril at each time, okay? So we're gonna take your right hand, and I'm not gonna mirror this one, and put your first two fingers down. So the reason I'm putting the first two fingers down is so that you can actually see what I'm doing. A lot of times people will keep these first two fingers and place them onto the forehead, but I'm gonna put mine down so you can actually see what I'm doing here. So we're going, the reason you do alternating nostril breathing is every single being, every single person has a female and a male side to them, right? The male side, very problem solving, analytical. The female side, very nurturing, very caregiving, kind. So it's important to even out both sides as an individual, okay? So we're gonna take those first 2 fingers down, place the thumb right on the right side of the nostril. We're gonna inhale here, through the left side. We're going to use the ring finger to close the left side and exhale out the right. Inhale the right. Close the right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. You can close your eyes. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. And then bring your hands down and enjoy that beautiful breath in and out through the nose. So those are 2 of my all-time favorite pranayama exercises. So let's check on our cranberries, shall we? Oh, they're looking good, you guys. All right, so we still have a little bit of time, and you know me, I love being live because, oh, did you hear that? It just popped. It just popped. So we still have a good about 6 or 7 minutes, so I'm going to continue to let this go. After that time, I like to use my immersion blender, my hand blender. So I'll take that off, let it cool a little bit, right? And then I'll blend it, puree it. Now, if that is really, really hot, know that sugar, when it is warm and in a liquid state, it can burn very easy. So you do not want to get any of this sugar on your skin because it's going to stick and burn. You can go. Go ahead, sweetheart. I had to go to the bathroom. Oh, the mom of a 5-year-old. This is my life. So after you take it off the heat, after those 10 minutes, you can keep it kind of chunky. Me personally, I like to have a little bit smoother texture, not like pureed by any means, but just a little bit smoother. So I'll puree it just a couple times and whisk, burn, 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 and then we'll check the consistency. So my favorite way to do that is I'll take a spoonful of our pureed mixture and I'll put it right on the edge of a plate. And then I'll turn the edge up and I'll watch it run down, right? So since we're live, I actually have a little bit of this already made. Man, Anita's gonna be so excited. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit, put it at the top, and then I'll just watch it run down and make sure it's the right consistency, right? So we'll save that for the cameraman. And for Addie if she makes it back here in time. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at that. So if you ever have something boiling over and you can't get to it in time with your spatula, one little trick that I love to do, especially if I'm just cooking for my family, is I'll blow on it. And that's gonna bring the bubbles down. So that looks great. And I still hear a few of them popping. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Oh, there was another one. So we've got about 5 more minutes with that. So with this cranberry spread, you can use it for anything, right? Hopefully next time I'm gonna make some baguettes. You can put it on bread, muffins, biscuits, take some turkey and put some stuffing in there and use it as like a dip. So really, anything you wanna do with this goes. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys one other thing about jalapenos. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the actual flesh of a pepper is not what's spicy. So it's called capsaicin. So the capsaicin is located on the inner part of the pepper, that kind of whitish, flesh-ish stuff. And even the seeds themselves, they might have a little bit on them, but they're not going to have as much capsaicin as that inner flesh is. So if you want less heat for anything, ooh, there's our timer. So if you want less heat, make sure that you cut that out, right? And then discard the inner flesh. That way you can use the pepper itself, right? So just want to make sure whenever you use spicy peppers, if it's a really, really hot pepper, obviously wear gloves, protect your skin, make sure that you wash your hands before you touch any part of your body. Make sure you wash with soap and water, get your cutting board clean, and anything else that has come in contact to those peppers. Safety first, folks. All right, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed our video today. Addie and I are really enjoying, and my cameraman, love you, thank you so much. Anita, this is coming your way. See you guys next week. Remember, you can find your practice anywhere.